When you think you can keep words or numbers in your mind, this allows you to speak and to make calculations. Pascal also needs to keep words or numbers in its memory. To do this, you use variables, pieces of Pascal memory which keeps information. A variable can be named with any letter, for example A. It can also have a long name, which can be almost any word. It is important to know that there are two main types of variables, numeric and string. Numeric variables is basically variables named with just a letter or a word. You tell the variable to keep a number. Let's demonstrate this. We're going to learn a new statement called var, and the var statement is used to declare variables in Pascal. So we're going to type var, and we're going to use the variable a, and we're going to assign the a as a data type called integer. There are many other different types of data types, but for now we're going to be using integer for numbers and strings for characters. Again, you could always go to the help menu or underline the word integer and right click, and you're going to see the different types of data types and the explanation of what an integer is. But normally we store numbers in integers, but as the tutorial go along you would learn other types of data types. Now let's begin now by assigning a using the assignment operator. You say begin a, and the assignment operator is colon equal, and you're going to type 15, and you're going to put a semicolon after to terminate the statement. At the bottom here now, all you're going to type is right line, open brackets, and we'll just put the variable a and terminate the statement afterwards. Let's compile this program first. Make sure it compiles successfully, and then we're going to run it. When the program is executed, you would see that my name is Cadogan, which was printed out in the right line. My number, I love Nestle products, and you'll see the number 15. Let's analyze this program again. We see the variable a is defined as an integer, and we use the assignment operator as colon equal as 15, and we see a is assigned to 15. In other words, you assign the value 15 to the variable a. Pascal now know that the variable a is 15. Now let's try another example. Let's delete this. I'm going to define a next variable called, and we can put it right here, b, and you will type b now, and you will assign that as 12, and we're going to print out now b. Let's compile the program first to make sure there's no errors, and let's run it, and you'll see that a print out the value of 15 in right line, and the second right line is b, print out the value of 12. Let's try something else again. What about assigning something called sum? And we'll put sum, and you'll assign the value sum using the assignment operator as a plus b, and what you're going to do now is right line sum. Let's compile this program again. compile successfully, and run it. And as you can see from the execution of this program, A was assigned the variable 15, B was assigned the variable 12, and sum now was assigned the A plus B, which gives you the total of 27. Let's do some other examples. What about assigning sum? Or let's assign another variable called product. And you'll see now, right line, and we put product, and we're going to assign product as assignment operator again, colon equal A times B. Again, we'll compile the program and then we'll run it and see the product of A times B, which is 15 times 12. String variables can keep so-called strings, which is basically any text or symbols which you must put in quotes. Let's demonstrate this. We're going to use the variable statement by using var, and we're going to assign A to string, which is another data type. So far we have learned two data types: string for word or characters, and integers for numbers. And then we're going to assign A to, using the assignment operator, single quotes, hi, my name is Andre Cadogan, and we'll terminate it by a semicolon. What we're going to do now is to type right line to print out that statement, and we're going to type A, close. First we will compile the statement to make sure that there is no errors, and then we're going to run the program. As you can see from the execution of the program, the variable A was assigned this entire statement: hi, my name is Andre Cadogan, and printed out in the right line A. Let's do some more examples. We're going to use B now and the assignment operator, and we must declare the variable B here also as a string, and you would say, please call me. Then you'll put a next variable called C, assign it. I love Nestle products. And then we're going to assign the variable up here C, and let's also define a variable D, but this variable would be an integer. Right? And the variable D now will be assigned $25. Right. So you're going to write line A, you're going to write line B, I'm going to write line also C, and then we will write line D to print it out. Let's compile first to make sure that there's no errors, and then run the program. And you can see that everything has executed according to the variable assignments. Now let's try a little experiment here. What if I put A, B, and C in the same line? Let's see if this would run. First, let's compile. And let's check the syntax. Right. As you could see, it's just one big jumble up line going straight across. No spaces in between. Let me put some spaces in between them now. What about putting a quote here and a space? Then a quote here and a space. Let's compile this first because I'm not sure if we have the quotes in the right place. Nope, we don't have it in the right place. Let's put it here. Let's put it here. Right, let's compile. Still in execute. Compile. Still telling us an expected error. I just to try to put some spaces in between it, but we'll figure it out sooner or later. Alright, let's try this instead. What about putting the quotes, the space, and then a comma in between it? Then a quotes, space, and then a comma in between it. And let's compile it and see if it works. Right. It's important to know the syntax of the Pascal language. Right, look, we get a space between the entire sentence. Hi, my name is Andrew Cadogan. Please call me. I love Nestle products. Just get a space in between. What about if I put something like this? Let's delete this whole line here. I'll put A space, then I'll put and my age is, put a space there again, and I'll assign D. Oops, don't forget this. Right, let's see this program will run. Compile, right, run. Woo! Right. Hi, my name is Andrew Cadogan and my age is 25. Now as you can see that I assigned the A variable, so this will print out first. Then I put this in quotes, just like I will normally put the normal right line statement, and my age is, an end the quote afterwards with a little space in between, and then D would return 25. Right. Now when we come back, we will be looking at the input procedure, read line, which will give you the opportunity to input all this data instead of declaring it hard in stone.